Hi, week 3 in the books for me. 4th of July was on Tuesday, so I guess it was a pretty easy week considering I only worked one day, Thursday. How appropriate that I'm wearing red, white, and blue all wrapped up in one. Happy birthday, America. And 4th of July is one of my two favorite holidays, so it was a little odd spending it in California and not being home in New York. It was definitely something I had to adjust to. Still had a fun time. Ironically, well, maybe not ironically, but my freshman year roommate is from California, and it worked out perfectly that I ended up coming right to LA, and I'm only about 25-30 minutes from where she lives. So it's been nice to have someone that I know, that I can spend a lot of time with, and she's been showing me a lot of fun stuff. We're supposed to go to Disneyland at some point in the future, go to a whole bunch of museums, a lot of free places, which is really nice and good on my wallet. And this week for work for me was pretty good. Thursday was the only day I worked, as I said, and it was a good day. Sometimes I get a book that is not bad, but either I don't think it would work for film, or I just think there were missing plot holes. But I got a pretty good book on Thursday, and for the first time ever, I got a book that was like a hard copy. I started reading on the computer, and one of the assistants was like, "Oh, hey, Rebecca, if you want, we have the physical copy of this book." And I was like, "Hand it over, give it to me." I prefer reading books rather than reading on the computer. I think that's why when I was younger, people would be like, "Oh, get a Kindle, you can bring your books with you wherever you go." And I was like, "No, I'll just bring the book." I like the feel, like the binding and just having the book with me. But it was nice today. For the first time, I read a book on paper, and it was a good one. I ended up not recommending it because I think the genre it was in already has a lot of work, and it was very similar to many other works. But it was a good read, and I find the more I'm reading, the more I'm able to say, wow, okay, this is good, but it's not quite what they want, or it's not quite developed enough. So things are really coming along, considering today was my only day. I got in early. I tend to get in a lot earlier. Even though I start at 9, I technically usually get in around 8:30. So a little early. But I'd rather get there early, get started, get reading. Because if it's a long book, I like to read the whole thing in one shot. Someone told me once that it's just better to sit down and read the whole thing through so you get the full picture of it, not that you go home, read it, then come back and later, 2 days later, a day later, you forget things. You read it all in one shot, and then you have the whole picture in your mind, and then it's easier for me to write coverage, so that's what I did today. And I even ate lunch while I was reading it, which I really didn't mind because I'd rather just keep going through it. So considering it was a pretty good week, 3 weeks in, halfway through my internship, only 3 weeks left, which is shocking, kind of, because I can't believe that July 4th has passed. But I have a normal week next week, 3 full days. I'm expecting a lot of reading, and I'm really looking forward to it. California's been great so far. I'm going to the beach a lot. I'm getting tan and seeing lots of things and trying new things and going to new places. So it's been a really good experience so far. Work has been good. I have to say, like I said last week, every time I go in, the people are just so nice and so wonderful. Everyone's so sweet. One of the assistants went to London for a book fair for work, and she was there for 5 days, and she came back and she brought chocolates home. And today in the office, cause she got back yesterday, she was like, "Oh, here," and she went up to me and gave me the box, and she's like, "Go ahead, take one." And I took a piece, and I was like, "Thank you, that's so sweet of you." And they've just made the workplace that much more accommodating and welcoming. So it's been more than 3 full weeks, but 3 weeks in, doing pretty well so far. 3 weeks left. We'll see how they go. I'm optimistic. I actually have a packed weekend because I have a wedding coming up. My friend, her mom is getting married, so busy weekend for me. Hopefully the heels won't hurt my feet too much, but 3 days till work again, and I look forward to Monday when I get back to work. That's it for now.